Abusuafo yemamu nyina adwo esan mama kwa baby mraso se yede adwumre no nsia kasebo no eba makwam yede kasebo yi efree ship house abeka junction na oko channel 360 ewo DSTV so a eyade a wonsa ebeka UTV Ghana so ewo social media handles no so etwagu ewo ho na adwumre yensema eba no didi mu akotene bi eni
Foreign ministers ehyiemu ewo Abuja, Nigeria na muguso esasa adwen kwan a wombefa so na Mali, Burkina Faso, Chad womo atwen aben afaye ECOWAS ekuno
na oswafo a wohwe efisem so odumunyamfo Muntaka Mubarak ede atodwa se galamse ko ne de omode nhye mapegu akwemu a enche omoba bedi so fenchem se de be yebetimi aboa ama yedi okone so enku
sanso na interior minister sanso ede atodwa se hubehia se ebetimi enya foto bi ato a ede beboa Ghana National Fire Service omdumedi amu edi
na sanso enna womu a omutwa bet ahodo ewo yemai mu omunkabo mukuo omo ede atodwa se ye omode pa se betting tax no afeidie ye free hono kra yente omo sa ato no ebi
sanso no so afo hwe akwanya akwantempon sem so ede atodwa se womu ebehwe na akwan hodo a enkoyie no watimi ayeniyi ewo atoyema ntam no emo
we eni nsembi eka ho edanwumre yi yede ba besom se no nsia bremu kase bo ye kai wo se abofo bi adaroma eye this way chocolate drink yes de ebu hia ene enso share your special ice ne mineral water and the drinks assault no best points savings and loans best assurance you will you tune chine need fufunita benkwa ya pebi wodada sitine mfaka ho ne beboa wo omuni nyumeku nkaye bi na nwumre yi omaso yimu ama yimu ayedua yede ensem no eba akenkan for me abna beyi nyano mene
David Ofori Safo
afe yeshe kasebo no ase oswofo a wo hye efisem so eye odumunyamfo Muntaka Mubarak Mohammed na opanyi ede atodwa se sesi ayeka se wo hye galamse ko na akoye ko bi atese ebinum mpese ye behwe di sa okon ni so enkunim edunti omode nhye mapa egu akwemu buinu eye nhye ya emu amia omobehwe se obia bedi so se de be ya galamse no ye de be ko na ye di so enkunim
Onumunyamfo Alhaji Muntaka Mubarak ono ene Minister for Interior na osa hwe eye national security so abepie mu okumase wasantemantem wo ye nhyiemudie ahodo kwan a banbo ebetimagina ne nanso na no ene obepie mu Asante Regional Coordinating Council wone eye enkremofo mpanyimfo etimi ehyiae na mra wo kasa na wo kire se sisi ara galamse ye fa koti kwan so no ye tu agudie no kwa na ekosoro ese ye nsuo ye nsase eno ene wa hye Inspector General of Ghana Police IGP say ohye mensini bia wo mutu galamse wo ho bia no police commander wo mu de ne be ko bia no wa kyekura abrosoro ebe ye bosome miensa yehwe na nadwuma enso ani a eyade a wo so mu yi no wo transfer na edi free ho wo de no to nchen a police commander bia wo be bia yetu eye galamse anase yetu efom agudie bia ewo saa mensini bia a wa kye bia no wo nsesa no enmanim ya
police peyin bia wo galamse area bia no mama order say yenyi omu nyina free ho na yamfa afoforo nko enti obi a district commander divisional commander regional commander wo galamse area bia no me say wa uka ho unka ho me nka say uka ho ya say watena ho ate o de ye yiwe free ho because watena ho won't me fight galamse no enti ye yiwe free ho na ye di afoforo so akọ ene ya me ka tell police for na no afoforo na e do ko ho no buso mensa ya hu sakra ya o se be UFO na ye be yes as to say ye be your results because ye hu say nsembone ankofo di e a wo say ye wurem ne ye kwaye mu no wo mo ne sebio ye nuanum bi a ye di sa adwumadi na hye wo mo say wo mo bo ho ban no wo mo ne wo mo na e kana na wo mo di sa adwumadi enti say na ye srem say obi a oba be fa wo so say ye srem ya ti say minister ne ye boba na yesema yemin me ba ho oha na me kwala wo na die transfer me am ho bechi ka den say Ghana ha no eso ana sebi we commander wa ha bebi adu be ko no u be sa ko commander wo de e kan say yempese u be ko bebi agalansi wo ye di wo ko bebi foforo
eno achi onmunyamfo Alhaji Muntaka esa echire mu se wohwe obeye Minister for Interior omunya Ghana adehia omu A2 eye galamsey kwan sei eno do mafaso
ye hu se ye nuanum China for ene omfre amanone dudu ona no ebegu ha nsembone omudi no enti since aye bae me maka ahye ye chi obi a wonye Ghana ni no ye galamsey site ana wo your forest twandua ana say wo your computer fraud ye ne asembia ka ye do be ko ukuru na since I'm by me the nipa 107 asako omukuru of 107 92 China for endura o match China for bi I think they are going to be about 13 we say omon cry na enmenu ye bi by the end of this week ebepia wo motiko ama wo asako omukuru sele be ya ye chi obi a wonye Ghana ni bia no so boy o ha na say we dey okuru because sebi we dey omo ko pe omo so yan for omo court omo court pe ne agene ne de bia ne agreement do na asem no ewo enti be ba ya na me trauma attorney general say me as the interior minister me here interested in prosecuting them me interested in say what do somebody o me okuru
na ye ko asoafo ahwe amanone nsam so ewo West Africa me no ka se omunyina akohie mu ewo Nigeria fo henkro Abuja mu na ne nyina ne nsam guso sasa adwen e ka ma ko se West Africa man bi ese Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, Chad no ise asojafo enedi so ndom guso sasa adwen kwan on be fa so no masan age sa man aka ECOWAS school no ehu.
Today is a day that for us is a very happy one because we're receiving our brother, the Foreign Minister of Ghana. And of course, for us, Ghana, not just in West Africa or in Africa, but in the world, within the context of our foreign relations, Ghana is number one. So we're always happy and pleased to receive the foreign minister, and especially one that has never been to this building. He was just telling me now that it's his first time. So let me say welcome to Tafawa Balewa House, and if it's fine with you, we can have some introductions, but let me hand over first.
I'm very, very delighted to be here, and it gives me great pleasure to visit you in the Foreign Ministry of Nigeria for the first time. And I must say that Ghana and Nigeria will continue to strengthen our ancestral friendship, our bond of brotherliness, which has been the envy of many, many countries. Even when we have a rivalry, whether it's on the football pitch or in the kitchen over jollof, we know that it is a friendly affair, and that we will reunite and forge a common path. So it's always an exciting relationship. We are always happy to engage. We are always happy to work together, and we know that the rest of the sub-region is looking up to us for leadership. Even though we are currently in very challenging times, many people are wondering, will ECOWAS survive? Will we remain united? We believe that the two of us can offer the leadership that the sub-region needs. And we are hopeful that our brothers who have left us, Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso, we are hopeful that our continuous engagement will afford them an opportunity to know that we really are inseparable, and so we will forge a new relationship. So as we look forward to celebrating 50 years of ECOWAS, we know that Ghana and Nigeria will continue to offer that leadership, that inspiration that we have always offered the continent.
Onmonyamfo Mohammed Muntaka Mubarak esan de to dwabie masantемante mabra wone asofo mpanyifo hia ye no se wo hwe eye dumje adwumako na eho behia se omopesika bi ede so masene esan se adwuma no moye no empempi aya ade hye kasafa ho se etwentwen ne nase dodo enti no ombedru baabi wo so mudu na chese niema ayedai agensamu nto so ho behia paase nmanimu abanhwe na sika bi ombehia ahye adwuma ni mu kena no omonse etimi aka
Ormunyanfo Alhaji Muntaka Mubarak ne nhyiamudi obepie mu ewo Kumase wasantemantem ha no enimu baako ena na wokasa o kire se Ghana National Fire Service wo mu ehia akandie pa o betimade ye adwuma o kire se obeye esoafo yi o hwe nkrata mu pa na otimu se beye mfie edumienu nie ena Ghana National Fire Service for etimi nya aban etimi se o masene o mutimi enya anema enti se eja hye baabi a na se eja to baabi na so omokọ akandie a eka ho no wo so omode ye adwuma no omu enya enti enimanimu ya oye nsusuye bi se yebetimi ade etuo bi atofa ngo so sire be ya sika ebepie mu aba no omo ebetimi ade aso obon asene.
Since 2014 we've not been able to acquire a single fire tender. So imagine, we all know the kind of vehicles that they use and how frequent it is used and the way they run. The newest tender that we have is more than 10 years old. So you understand the frustration when there's fire and you're calling and they seem not to be coming. They are more frustrated than we because they are having gadgets that will not work when they need it most. They become obsolete. They have virtually turned into cannibalizing the equipment. They have 5 tenders. One is broken down, it's packed. One has a fault in the pump. They're going to remove the pump from that one and put it there. This one, the horn is not working. They're going to take it from this one and put it there. So before you realize, the 5 vehicles turn into 3, 2, and now 1. Because all the others that are standing there, their parts are being used to fix the one. How can we run our country like that? And here, what we are calling for the citizens to appreciate and come along with us is 2 things. One, can we all judge and see why we will not put 10 pesos or 5 pesos per liter of the fuel that all of us use? We don't have any dedicated fund, and we all know the challenge with government funding. So this is one of the proposals that we are putting forward. 2, if you go to the Insurance Commission Act, in there's a percentage from commercial building that's supposed to go into what they call fire management fund. Because it is only for commercial building, it is very good and it comes, the money is just so small. Our view is that why are we not going to amend the law so that it covers all insurance? Whichever insurance that you are going to have, a portion will have to go into this fund so that there will be a dedicated fund to fund the National Fire Service.
Enu echi ena santemantema soafo onmunyamfo Dr. Frank Amwakohene eso kasa ya uchire mu sei.
We are here to make sure we judge and be able to bring up the needed pointers that will help maintain the peace and the safety of this region. We've had a series of discussions with borders on the safety of all. The issues of crime, armed robbery, issue of illegal mining, issue of foreigners tripping over our streets, and all the things you can think about. Thankfully, with his support, the Momo vendor killings that were coming up and taking a certain trend, we've been able to arrest the gang leader, his accomplices, and even individuals who were feeding them information and spying other Momo vendors for the criminal gang. So this is to reaffirm our commitment and the hard work of my big brother and the Interior Ministry and the other security agencies towards curbing crime in the region and beyond.
Yademo eko national security asuye national security atudwa se meno kasemo hu containers mako edumienu bi na containers no ewo warehouse bi mu eno Sapeman eno ewo Enkrahase na containers no omche se eye gold buys ibi sikakoko ibi ene na kese pa afa dollars and Ghana cedis ni nyina no sa a fake gold bars ira hu no ni nyina a fake Ghana sika hu dollars hu ni nyina na fake and ya pack egu containers makumaku edumienu mu na national security kire say o makohu ewo warehouse mu ewo supplement nti enne no opani a ono na director of operations edema national security onunyamfo Richard Jakpa ene nsentofo nyina eko supplement ko he containers na ha ena hunu nko he containers nyina na bi mu kase bi mu na no mu kase national security for the sato containers no so okokra ewo masoye nti omo na nim de containers no eye ene director of operations national security Richard Jakpa ene nsentofo ko mu obia ko hu bi se eni national security for asoye na mu ewo warehouse bi mu ewo supplement na omo che se opani bi e fe no alaji yeso ono na warehouse ne dia enti meno ka sei bamofo atom agum a alaji no hwe na chiri kwan na omache na emra ene no edi na mum national security da tudwa se baabi a containers yi we no 24 hours no womu ebo ban ho no na nyom nko a wom ne asrafo asojafo na ebo ban ewo ho enti meno ka sei de containers mako edumienu a beto odwa se gold bars dollars Ghana cedis egumunyagro a ni nyina ne fake no national security kire se e wo supplement a no won kra ha sei warehouse bi mu no makohu ba bi e wontinu ni pakwa warehouse nya ne dia no wo mu gusu a mo ye ntwemu a pene so no a che no we sika na obi nka nkire we fake pa e ho nsam na UTV ye de ema ahwefo anwumre.
Na Ghana Association of Sports Betting Operators ede atodwa se betting tax na ye 10% asese mapanyede ne sasha ase a yente wo mu biem yenjiji biem no ya de ye omo de pa asanso amomakoma abafom omu kiremu a sede ye baaye no enye se ebia enye sunsunso bone ewo madwuma ne nko aso nemum ema emebunu dodo na black market no mo de omo kwaji mu a na enye asemkuma enti no mo da mampanyi ene na aban ase titene ni ema ekwe Dr. Kobi Boaten ene ye hwetwe nkomo sei.
Initially no ni me cancer ye me catch or say tama aban ede ayi bari enye ye mo hihye right but question you say it didn't change behavior. It didn't change behavior in the sense that in 2023 that we had almost close to 320 million transactions in 2023. In 2024, so our transaction went up 620 million. What does that show? It shows say behavior change in terms of taxation in the betting industry, does not change. Rather, it went up. Right. So if the government, one of the positions or people or one or more advocates say betting, it didn't achieve that. That's why I said to you, so scrapping it, was beneficial. Rather, you see, government also needs revenue in that aspect of it. Now, you see, we take you see, betting is a game. In fact, a gaming industry. That's how we call it. It is sort of an entertainment in itself. So the youth also see it as such, right? And you can youth. It's not only the youth. People from various demographic are in it. A form of entertainment, right? All that we say to the youth and to everybody say, bet responsibly. So what I say, bet responsibly. Yankase bia sikebia we say fa kokoye kokofa no maybe beton uko school fees. We say me de kwakoto me kwako game. I know I think it's totally wrong. And we are doing a whole lot of advocacy. We are doing a whole lot of workshop. We have channels, and this year we'll be doing a lot of it to educate the public and especially the vulnerable, and also show them avenues where if they need help now, they can easily straight themselves and ask for that help. And we are cordially and sincerely hopeful that they will approach us in that area, and then we will help them, those who are addicted, to come off it completely. Those that need to help in terms of moderation will also be cancelled in that direction.
Absent kase wo fi UTV so yebe sema jinkrato ya ba ensem pi won mo yebe to aso ama mo.
Abusiafo ye sign mama kwa ba ye beto ayensem ne so amamo.
Ye to aso na ye ko America man no emu US man pani Donald Trump e da tudwa say aman hodo no se opese wo de niema e ba America dwa so beton a e se utua eto 10% e de ma America aban no no and the executive director at the Importers Exporters Association of Ghana, Ora Samson Asaki Awingobet at the Ato Ghana by him say, Sansha America for the Aban Ebeha Green Pa into Abana and Moa na Oman Ghana, intimate African countries outdoor. You say, any man, you beat him Yako, Nyakoton, and Yanfa Soso.
The product that we export into the US market. Yam, gari, dry fish, you can call it kaku or whatever. Sito, that's a black pepper. Cabbage, lettuce, pineapples, mangoes, tie-and-dye batik, and baskets. Basket weavers are also, those who export basket to the American market. And so there are so many products that leave to the US market. So this is going to have, and these people export under the AGOA arrangement. And so with this tariff, it's going to affect them. That is why we have issued a statement that government should reach out to us, reach out to stakeholders. Let us understand government thinking about it, because it has to do with international relationship. And then also I talk about government. We need to take this opportunity to look elsewhere, because I'm not quite sure that the American president will change his mind to say, Ghana, I will appeal or withdraw the decision. And so I'm encouraging that maybe this African Continental Free Trade, I'm making a proposal. Can government really let us go into it with other counterparts in the African sub-region here? We can export among ourselves, trade among ourselves, and we can get so much proceed coming to the country. Then also we can look at the China market, and I said that President Mama is about to send his envoys out. I'm talking about the ambassadors. They need to encourage them to go out now that America is trying to turn it back onto us, introducing a tariff on Ghanaian produce. Can we look for market elsewhere? We have to do, now that the president has 24-hour economy, talking about Minister of Trade having additional responsibility as the agribusinesses. That sector is to focus on export driven, add more value to our agro processing, and so that we can export. So now that we want to export more, and this tariff have slapped on us, so we need to look for elsewhere. Meanwhile, I'm emphasizing that Ghanaians are also importing so much from the U.S. market, and so if we look at the figures, like more imported frozen chicken, and so many things are coming from the U.S. market. I think when I look at the figures, about $500-something billion or so in the last year. So and then when we look at export, that as compared to export that leave Ghana to that place, about 1.2 or $2 billion thereabout dollar. So we are importing more from the American than exporting more into the America. And so we can also tell those who import, look, if this is what Trump is doing, can we look at those things that we've been importing so much, that is costing us spending so much dollar there, can we buy it from the local market so that our money can also remain our source here to boost our economy? Other than that, it's going to have an effect on our city here, because if export is not coming again as a result of this 10%, then what it means that no export proceeds that is going to come.
Oswafo a wɔhwɛ ya kwan ne akwantempɔn ensem so onumunyafo governs Kwame Agboja kopiemu watoye mantemu na wɔse wɔhwɛ atoye mantemu akwan hodo na dodo na enye na wɔse ne titru eye takrade agona nkwanta kwan no kwan ne nyenyenyenyenyenye ɛna wɔse atoye mantemu se wɔhwɛ amanamadwuma yeye wo honom ene boɔ man ne mpuntu a wɔse nka honom bibia akɔne abedie nsem no eye keteke kwan. Was see a train and an antiquine so. His answer was a casak a sea, a soniema, a free tema port at the coho, near the bills who free honomo ebony nano, a cahu be nema quine saint them, into senka a buying a baye near me ye, nanka ye the sanya money enough, I could take a quine swank a bepwa pa, a moma quine ya, and saint temosa.
We don't have any issues with the capacity or the quality of work just more can do, and then the Comtran. When I was a kid, I used to hear Comtran in the buildings as consultant. So the team here has capability. The other one, which is got to do with government side of the the commitments, which I will not wait for you to raise. It's about our commitment to honor your certificate.
Yes, sir.
That one is a big challenge. But you are Ghanaian, so you are working, because Ghana is not closing down tomorrow. We may be down today financially, but we shall rise again. So those of you who are committed to keep faith with the state and still invest, when things get better, though you are the ones we should also pay attention to. So we appreciate people like you who are still working, despite the fact that you have huge sums of money owed to you, and you kept paying your salary, the salary to your staff and everything. So we are just here basically to follow up on what you are doing and to assure the people this road is not about Takoradi. This road is about the country, because I will not be surprised the majority of people who use this road don't even live in Takoradi, or they have nothing doing here. It's simply because Takoradi is strategic. They must necessarily go through here or come through this place. So we are very happy to do that. When we come back, we will respect others, but I'm sure what we have seen so far, we are okay. We are on road. So part of the reason our roads don't last as long as they should is because of the nature of transportation we do on them. But we'll discuss that later.
I'm share Jumanasino. Bese Busome and Krumwani, and I say Dumwani. Now, percentage wise, dear, Jumana Casano, I say you do. Said I because you do 47% as per our own program, but we are still ahead of your program, you're 51%, and Jerry said, Yame Aduma, a local Mupa. If it's happening, so Enchebi and so a better talk, and also a challenge, Casepa, and Pima Quanima say, Bay Jumano, Cassia Mupa, and Sana in Siono S4. Complaints about traffic congestion at the idea. Nti the catch road users ni say edi kan no omo anti na ye adwuma no nti yemfa omo fa ahudie anase ntitia omo fa ahudie so we are trying as much as possible to comply with the road safety regulations, you know. Na afei so ya so mo say o ya kwan dia by miss little challenges ebeba nti omunya abutre pa maye de ehunu sesiare se nyame ya aduma ebi abebo sume enan ni kosinsia time ye hu bio the road will be open, and then the traffic problems that we are experiencing now no ebeye the things of the past.
Ghana Mampeni, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama or the Ose Ayoyo or Kase Ghana Fui Samutu Abamamia me ba e-levy me ye free ho betting tax me twemu emission tax me ye free ho Mampeni bosume na ni obaye no wo yini nyina afri ho UTV Kase ne Ghana de share di nkoma fa ho na omo che se omo bom Mampeni abaso pa wedi osi ade yo pao 4 months obaye no omo che se ekoyie pa titru omo ye momo no omo se Mampeni ayade
kopase ye nyina sa na ye hwehwe nti se ye bisa se ye firi eda na san de abehwe ho na se me to creditor enche na asa eno so mi bisa me ho se de ba dintira nti se ma ha me ye firi a ye da nyame ase se we ye firi
ade be boa ye nko ana ye hwe na ono so ka so ba nso a obe ye firi nti se wadi ni boshe so nko ade a ye da na senso se na be ya na hu beto ye Ghana
no kure nyame anim na mente ye ena na pe ya na menso mete se ye yi aye den efiri ho no fact ye be de yi if he say idea ya de say one kasa me businessman be send this kapa me sanso iska na one kasa nya usika e de ato phone so na o send ya den ama obi a e gese ye tew tenen so ye tew so ye tew wim so ati ase enti say ne o Mampeni John Dramani Mahama eyi efiri ho no ma meme de eye me de pa so we ya den efiri ho no
amate na 3 days me hwe ni UTV na me hu say late news na me say mo ye fro so abana ye so ye adwuma na man got na ma meton every day bi abako na atum everybody we work ni atum no mam ɔno na so to gina na to hwema enoma na te bia ye tutum no timi kɔ but that task ma tete o ma ye 15 there and the ultimate and fete economy na
11 mum de eneme bu on ma na senka wo skasem bi ni ade na asem fan se ye wo o man mu keske bi wan ke bia ke betimi de bibia se ska na be kwa ba ni mu ayi hu de ye intino eno no free home na boy ma ye nso evening obu ono o dwuma ba na dwuma ne nkɔhye so ba 11 sa ne mane mane esa be hye mani nyina esa twe amanfo sa kwachi obu ano ompene sa ba ontimi nka so what you say ba ko ba ne sese ye free home e be ma abo amanfo bebre so kwan
ase challenge kakra ye face ye ebi mo nti ase so ebi mo nti ase say o mo ba na say 11 ni ho nti ese ni sika mpa bi nto so ba yen sa na tie 11 mba ye no wo se ni sika na de bi to so wo yi nsu ane ye tew so 11 ba ye no eno ne de o ne charges ne wo ho ansa ye mtien fo nso de de e wo ho no mo ba ebi mo nti ase ntama ase ama o mo be ya na kasakasa kakra ba mo ba mi kire mu na mo ati ase
oh me de me ti ye ni 11 aspect ne de me de na enya me de mu because e ba ne sana customer no be say oye instead of sending or see oye deposit no they are 20 phones so na pa send them nipa no inti sanka 11 wo ho a obeka say o send na yen so charge no na yesu yenya dia ye den e dia support yen kakra kakra to say MTN commission be ba say wo yi free horse na dia a emadwuma no eye style e ba ne sana omo mu yi no do so nsene omo a omo sending.
Inyani ntiye se enuboni bi omo efre no opioid pharmaceuticals ekopiemu ewo tema port hodomo a nanka wode ekonije no empanyufo agina so esizini nyina amasamra yekase omatwaja tum ewo pon katamanso na wosoafo hye apomuden ensem so onmunyafo kwabena menta kando ene edinkomo efa sede eho dwumedi ni nyina ekoye
made in India but company porting aye no unhu company ni din bia ni so ntini omani nyina made in India keke ni atro but enim baby free but free ye fan say free India be pie ha de ye information e wo from clearing documents say e ko Niger aha enti enam sa ni enti no ni ye adwen say de o de ko baby a still I be gia to ni destroy enti ne say obi mbie nani enti ne port borders say normally no medro ba say 2 ports pe na eba airport ena kutuka ena tema enti say airport ni ye adwuma 24 hours wo airport tema de ye adwuma 24 hours dada enti no ye bebie ye nimo ena say ne enuro ni piwo ha ye believe say eba eka say e ko baby fofo na because of international protocols na e wo ho for customs na eduro ko baby a untumi mbie so because enya wo dia enya okromu dia e fam keke but say ne ye adwin say e ba ha e ko ye bebie so
customs for NACOC for and FDA for actually in Robonia and Kaomode fa Ghana ha e de akọ Niger mpem bebre no ye ka se ye de fa ha de akọ a obehunu na nnu na ka Ghana ha nyame adaroma yetumi achi nnu no mmra no kire se wo chi nnu na ni kwan se wo de mmra no hye wunsam e wo se wo court na akọje akwanya wo de be sey no nyame adaroma ya kwaje akwanya ne kire ye kwan a ye mfa so a ye mfa nse nnu no amo say I was say register of the high court wa ha NACOC for ha all stakeholders wa ha enne enna emre na so say ba be say nnu no se na mu nyina mahu no ye ba betwa eja e de atum ba bi ejira sesi yi e high court for ne kan say ye mra mehye no ha
Abza for UTV kasebo na gusto ahwe no ye san dan ho aba ye ba e beto ansem no so ama
Abusiafo ye san mo makwaba ye to ansem so de amamo.
Ye to aso na ye ko ye nuanom a etwa ye betting ewo oman emu. Bettifo kire se wo mo bo Ghana mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene na aban NDC abaso pa sanse e betting tax aban eye fi on ebebo mo pa wo se bet na nsa na obedi no na wa bre pa na ubebra udi kakra aban se wate 10% efrim no na e how mo pa ti mampani ni NDC yi efri ono wo mo bo aban no abaso
boa pa boa ma si a etwa bet kra ye ntie ne nyama boy da by na say first we boa udi at least o me no there dey e chase can me pe by say so me ye fi na be boy you to no pa
ya sen papa say abana ye fi yo na first no ye nuane mo na etwa bet ni ade no o mu twa na mu di a ana tia ya tia mo no anu eden ja na mo kasa ho ni ade ti abana ba ya me say wo ye fi yo no aboa yufu no ama yufu no kura omo bose ama no ayomude ye bon passe onkoso ana anema bi a atosin ni so ontrentre no ema yen na ema Ghana no ema ekra behwe
na ha pa na ha du to ye fro no de kama pa to aya de me bet pere ne hia me to ye fro no de ai si de etwa pa eye pa hwe eboa pa bet the share boy tamana udia ne ate why deposit kra de to na san withdraw kra ne ate izo ya de to na untwa kra otimi san withdraw entintie
yini age boy say about town yini age because now bet na boy pa wo need money system mu dem na bet na ye reading kakra ba o me sha so mo tete tax e bet na e high kakra tie je twa ba ko di den wo ari ase o se ejuma no wo na ye je twa e hu at least this is the purpose ye free ase ye kwa ari ase yesi kundo so en taba kunye ngase since ejuma ni won kwa na ali na boa boys kakra what best by what from no ewie won se so atipa boa boys rough men can down
so tax na we in there no na wa because o kra o dwen ho a won ti ase medim sike kutwa bet na se mlusu a obama mbiana o ma hwe na se miwini ana atibie efrum it doesn't make sense akro na o ejuma be na o ebi na mtie na bet na sa entohwe enti me adum yam fo bi na me dem ransa na gbo ma me na so bati bi efim na wo mbo ame na me fa me dem wana anya adwuma wa ya de no ana no bana buy no o ze o man bi ade the bet and I tax na de chichire o man eti nga tax de nkanya de bone but question na ye be bi sa ampenfo no say sa time na o mo de betting tax no buy no sika ne de ba de pote pa no mo de aye ubisa obi na obetima choze o betting tax na ye na de ba na ye de yewe enfa so obi enu so o ma je sika di kwa de me de meka cha ban ni say betting tax na o ye free ono memo on fe no so ma meka say betting tax na ye free ono na say 11 na ye twetwam nti ama ye nya sika amfa nti o mo kofa different tax bi aba Robin Peter to pay Paul some na ye mpebium
Atoye mantem ahafo mantem soafo onmunyafo charity Gardner ede atudwa se enche bia contractor wo ye adwuma e wotepa ede go so kwan no ombema de sika eniema ne akade bi ohia bia no aban de bema no na watimi ede awie ekwan no entem wode nsam yitudwa abra osoafo hwe eye ya kwan ne akwantempon ensem so odumunyafo Kwame Gavins agbuja kopie ho no mo a wode nani ko hwe tanon sam so no mo ye won totro so se de eko ene wo se aban na ye krado wohunu se tepade ko go so kwan no enye kora futuro ne doso enti enche bia de ohia bia no omo de bema contractor no atimi awie ne ntem
ekwan no pezi uze ekwan bia ye mani pa ko gina old road no ho no ma hwe cars dodo e fa kwan no so ne ye hu standard a ye de bema kwan no a betimi akita for cars na e ba be fa so no ite asase ye no kwan ne ye no ye de baby enso obia no ye de board esegu na kwan na kasa no on say ye Virgin Road iti o me introduce ade a friend capping eno no ya ade a de be dura me fa ne say baby a ho ne nya ni nyina de be dura ni ansana de payment na kasa beto so iti ye no ewie ne ye use abo
crash rock you aboya e disi adan eno an ye de fele ye ansa na ye de asphalt no e to so e tie kwan ne de na e ba asphalt no kra na ye standard no wo higher because asphalt na ngasa ye two types the higher one na ye wo ha ye wo masha and ye super p ba ye ha no super p ni ye ye wo resemza kwan we so that me boss kan ye no se nye cars ne load aye ba ne omo accident omo to omo ba e kwan we will be the best road. Speed ramp there, me come in as engineer, come in cast speed ramp right here. Say the road signs as you on ye dim raso organ hapa road sign speed table can here. Because speed table is a coin. Speed table your organ and your system na idea coin no. As a coin. As a coin be brave because what for coin cook massy teach me any idea. Who the speed ramps na oni na tutu. Am a coin na tutu. As I say for you. But ye dear road signs and no road safety near Maneswa. Aha, me who say table ni sa ne mane hu hia
akwan bebre won patam ha de ene ya nante so akwa said the state a ewom na ewie ye no so ne nananom ahia ahye nananom bo se tie bia ahafo akwan a titiri utapago so de eda wo mo akoma so no obeya ama wo mu na omo enfie mienu akade bia wo se de ma contractors e wo so ema omutumi de ye no ye de bema wo mu se de be ya nananom gidi a wo manya ye ewo ye mampanyini mu no wo mbekọ so aso sa gidi enim na ye bibia ma hafo so aye kra behwe na ede en monyam abre hafo ene NDC ne ye Papa John Dramani Mahama.
Yeri kasebo no eko mpatamu na edemo eko nkura hodo efe no ebi wiamoa ako afri chira abrofo ni nyina ayi nkuru bi a ewo aburase ebu kwama nkese district ewo mfimfi mantam no emu adehye ho kiresa kadia hodo bebre ena omu hia womo akwan nye womu nsusem enkoyi enti womu sra ban ntwenani mehwe omu
na yo ha bebre toilet am da wa be ehu toilet no onye
okrom so sentba nti me pa bo na meja asasa ebia asa 10 sito 20 sito se MP no onye GC MC ya wo be yin no obobo hen na yetumi enya toilet foforo ha na ehwe so a concrete pillars na nde onye adwuma bio nti yenya pillars ankasa oya induas ni bi because bi o ma suana na wa ebu na wa from da na po eyinebo ti no so ye be hia papa na kwan so am da menyo be wole hu kwan so nye ti be obutuma abo hia kwan ku odos lectures professors wa ha na doctors wa wonya wo chad do UCC they are more than 10 na so ye nyide na simple program na ya wana nto ko other village no ko ntino so message say MP no nye MC obaba no oboka bom na wa abo hia ma ye nya se next room po ye da hyase e wo program ha mo message wana ofie ko na ahwe busuafo na adofa wo bembe ho nyina wo mobo hen ma yendi Easter fashion ya orbe ma onya ho ka papa
nya kwan na yensu sam so ya ko kakra na open the wono wodo na azin wo nya manu do ha wishin wo kwa wonya kala do ko na azin because of nya kwan on pain the umbrella on mobo hen meeting me yensu yan fan yan campaign fua
school bi nya nurse mbo wa ha be ofi ha do kwan wo nti nya nurse wo ha mbo a na ka ma wa abo an nti ma mpanyin so baba ombo a na dam nurse na de ya ba ha ma fama no so otu wa ndi mo so kaka
Eye General Constable Kennedy Ofori Boateng a wonya mfinhia no aduasa waye police officer yekunu wokentampo abiase ewo Bono East Mantam no na busuafo ede ato posi adwumakuo no anim se omadaroma ehwehwemu efa ne wuo ne ho no achedodo into osre posi san hina waba foforo se wonhwe na omutimi nye hwehwemu no mpa atentene ne mapa ema wonde hye
Yasem when kwama IGP. Na wontie na wonhwe video no na atantene a wo mu amami nguno. Afeso ni papone ni a wodi sa abone no. Wo mami nguno na na kire ya se ya de ne be court. Ni ade na ko gina asem ni ye. Na afa di abai be ka kire me no ama me boato. Afom na anya ya me de be fa soro. Obi a woni me ba ne wuo no ho bia no. Sabe ono nso be kwasa ni okọ ne pentene so no. Enti wo amonye asem wo enkwama IGP.
The drum say ye no kre a police for no buy e be boy na chidom. But na near here say kan kosi sabre mu na nka ya te ne asi nso ye nte hwe. Enti mesre say new IGP obey eni die mu ni che opa na de man on de no ni ho na si ye de na nso enam say obeto so de wa rehyem say obedi sa asem we achi.
Ye de ni nim say setie bia police for mu nim de wo yes ha de nti ya che no kora. Ye ne ye ya che no edem. Afedi ye brenimu abrantia no odi se adwuma oba bi na cheze ye nguna asem ne pumesi bre enti ye de asem yi dam se brantia no no odam kura de ya nke be hu se e bia sa ho no maprosifo no wo mu wo akura no ho adwempe.
Etwaka sebono eso na putupru ensema epuba HSE Ghana Mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wabo onumunyamfo aye Dr. Alhassan Idrisu din se ono na Council of State nimpenifo Jenny Tuma omeyo peni obebu nkonta ama aban no na se Professor Enin odinjumedi eko na wiye enti Dr. Alhassan Idrisu or a seasoned economist, accomplished public sector leader. I just say the modern body, a short nipa, yejuma, our Ghana Ministry of Finance, a chapa, or known as a city, or babe, a buying conta bufo, let's say the Jumedino, is it consultation be beer, cost kama, on the breakers, you know, you see, oba a bidi. Yet I said, Emma, Pepsodent, at Daroma, near the Cassie, a breo, Pepsodent, dear. Yanyina jitum se uri twusia eboa pa ebo so ban e ma osinya ahoden yinka boni efri wo no muamoa wo no nyina ekuno kama Pepsodent se anopa sori afa bi twusia enwure so koda no fa Pepsodent etwi osen afa da seda ma Grosser Ventures ene entire Grosser
Nadaroma
is it about Grosser abna about Grosser na is a Grosser number 1 epacho obepama tade asha for Grosser no mpam tade nyina mawo the number is 0244 250 420 0244 250 420
akinkan fo anwumrei eyeme abna bayi nyano mene
David ofori safo ene ifia da yeso so yeremoko NLA Friday bonanza luto no ma ebonyina ere 12 hour akamu